Almost everyone needs a stash of birthday cards, don't they? Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'm buzzing with excitement because I have teamed up with an amazing group of creators to share a collection of projects for the Trinity Stamps birthday hop and giveaway. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 2 awesome birthday cards. These designs are super versatile and can be altered to fit just about any occasion. Today we're celebrating Trinity Stamp's 6th birthday with some fabulous new birthday and summer themed projects. You can join the fun and enter the giveaway by hopping along with us here on YouTube and Instagram. I'll explain more as I create today's projects. Most of you are always in need of birthday cards, so I decided to share some simple projects with you using the new Simply Sentimental Celebrates stamp and die set. This big balloon from the new release also caught my eye, so I decided to add it to the project too. The So Stinkin' Thrilled balloon stamp and matching die are perfect for cards and scrapbook layouts. In the description below, you will find a link to these 2 new collections, a shop link to all the new items in the Trinity Stamps birthday release, and a list of the creators participating in today's hop. Let's get started with the project. During a recent live stream, a viewer asked about the ideal number of ink colors needed to create blended backgrounds. Well, if you recall any of your elementary art classes, you really only need 3 primary colors. For today's card project, I want some vibrant birthday colors. So I'm going to create a rainbow with Kitsch Flamingo, Squeezed Lemonade, Salvaged Patina, and a violet called Dusty Concord. With these 4 colors, I can create a rainbow of 6 hues. I have a piece of smooth heavyweight cardstock here on my grippy silicone mat, and I'm going to start at the top with pink. As I bring in the yellow, I'm going to blend it up into the pink to make a soft orange. Distress oxide inks are great for blending. These hybrid inks are mostly made up of pigment with a small amount of dye ink. Pigment inks are opaque and dry slower, and dye inks dry quickly and are more vibrant. The pigment in Distress Oxides create a soft blend, and they mix beautifully with other colors. After blending the Kitsch Flamingo and Squeezed Lemonade together, I added a little bit more of the yellow. Then I brought in the Salvaged Patina and added it to the card. I'm going to blend some of the yellow over the top and create green. At this point, you could blend the Kitsch Flamingo and Salvaged Patina to create a violet color, but I've never had much luck with that. So I brought in a 4th ink, Dusty Concord. This is just going to sit at the base of the card here. I'll bring back my Salvaged Patina to soften the line between the 2. Distress Oxide inks are also water reactive, so if you wanted to, you could splash a little bit of water over the top and create some speckles of color. I want this to be solid, so I'm going to leave it as is. Now we have an amazing rainbow background of 6 colors created with 4 inks. I'm going to make a second background off camera so that I can show you how to make these 2 cards. On the back of this cardstock, I'm going to add some double-sided tape. I'm going to cut some celebrate phrases from this background, and I'll need to adhere some of the letters back onto the card base. Adding the adhesive ahead of time is going to make the process go so much faster. I'm going to place the So Stinkin' Thrilled balloon die over the top of this and use it as a guide to line up the Simply Sentimental Celebration dies. These dies match the Simply Sentimental Celebration stamp set and can be used to cut out the stamped images, or they can be used as is, like I'm doing here. There are 5 font options, but I'm using just 4 of them. This die set also comes with a set of shadow layers, so you really get a lot of project potential from one set of dies. Now that all the words are lined up, I'm going to remove the balloon die and use some temporary tape to secure these in place. And then I'll run these through my die cutting machine. I'm using a P6 spellbinder machine with the standard die plate sandwich, and I've added a shim. The double-sided tape doesn't always cut all the way through on thicker cardstocks, and a shim adds a little bit of pressure when you run this through the machine. After carefully removing that temporary tape, I began the process of removing the words. Now this is where you need to take your time. You will need the words and the insides of the letters, or the counters as they're called. As you can see, some of that tape backing didn't cut all the way through, but that's okay. We just need the cardstock pieces. Before we adhere this to a white cardstock base, double check that you have all the letters and the counters. Sometimes these get stuck to the dies, the tape backing, or to your elbow. Now we're going to move the tape backing. I'm just using a piercing tool to help me get all of the backing removed. The multicolor cardstock with the words is going to sit on top of some white cardstock. Now you can use any color you want, but this white really stands out. The next step is a bit tedious, but it's worth it in the end. We're going to take all those little counters and place them back into the letters. Do not throw away the word die cuts. We're going to use those for the second card. Having double-sided adhesive on the back of these makes the process go so much faster. When I made the practice version of this card, I tried to use liquid glue, and I made a mess trying to get all these pieces in place. Now, as I quickly add all the parts to the card, I want to share how you can enter today's Trinity Stamp Birthday Hop giveaway. Today's Hop projects can be viewed on YouTube and Instagram, but you need to comment on the videos to qualify for the giveaway. The prize is a $25 gift card to the Trinity Stamps shop, which means that the winner could snag one of these new collections from the release or grab a few items from their wish list. To enter the giveaway, you'll need to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below. You will need to do this on each of the creators' channels who are participating in the Hop. The official rules and complete list of Hop participants can be found in the description below. Alright, so now that this is finished, it looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? If I were you, I would cut out a few of these backgrounds, grab a cup of coffee, and listen to your favorite YouTube channel while you put these together. For the second card, you're just going to adhere those words in place. I laid the So Stinkin' Thrilled balloon die over a piece of white cardstock and used the die as a guide for the words. With that balloon die, I'm going to cut out a piece of vellum. This layer here will be for the first card. I'm going to use the balloon to cut around the Celebrate words on the second card. I'll just line this up and use some temporary tape to hold the die as I run it through my machine. We are almost done. Before we adhere everything together, I'm going to stamp a few images. The So Stinkin' Thrilled stamp set comes with this little balloon tie, and I'm going to stamp it right here at the base of the white balloon. I'm going to use black ink, but you can use whatever color you want. As you can see, the stamp set also comes with some confetti pieces. You could stamp these onto your balloons or onto your multicolor backgrounds. For the other card, I'm going to create a heat embossed sentiment. The Simply Sentimental Celebration stamp set has a ton of phrases you could use for this card. I'm going to stamp the word celebration and the phrase, how could we not? Over the embossing ink, I'll sprinkle some white embossing powder. I'm using fine white so that I get a crisp image in the smaller phrase. I'll quickly heat this with a heat tool to set the powder, and then I'll trim it down and add it to my card. I have adhered the white balloon onto another inked card base. This was trimmed down to 4 inches by 5 1/4 so that I could create this dynamic black frame around the card. The other card has this adorable vellum balloon. Now, I wasn't able to stamp the tie onto this, so I just added a little twine bow. We all know that vellum is difficult to adhere in place. So I added a dot of glue behind the twine, and I'm also going to use that heat embossed sentiment to secure the vellum in place. I'm going to trim the ends of this real quick and adhere it to the top of a black card base. How cute is that? So are you ready to create a few birthday cards? These designs are so versatile and they can be altered to fit your occasion. I selected some vibrant inks with a celebratory feel, but you can use bolder blues, bright pinks and purples, or vintage colors to create a whole new look. The possibilities are almost endless. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on today's video to enter the Trinity Stamp's 6th birthday hop and giveaway. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions about this project or the supplies I used, feel free to leave me a comment below. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.